Hello, beautiful souls. This is your girl, Divinely Gifted 1111, coming at you with more content, more information. If you would like to subscribe, please hit that notification bell and like my content or share it. That will be greatly appreciated. So let's get into it. So I wanted to make a podcast video introduction on basically how I started my journey, my divine feminine journey. So I wasn't like this at the very beginning. I was very, very masculine when I started my spiritual journey. And I just wanted to come on this platform to help other women to kind of step into their divine feminine energy in an easy way, in a more authentic way, and to just express my journey, my experiences, and how beneficial it is to be in your divine feminine energy. So when I originally started dating, I haven't noticed too much of how much I was in my masculine energy until I met my masculine soulmate. And a lot of women get confused sometimes when they're dealing with a masculine. Some masculines can really strengthen or forcefully put their masculine energy on you as far as controlling, and they can use it in a lot of negative ways. But when you're dealing with a secure, healthy, masculine, person, I will say person because everyone can have masculine and feminine energy. So when you're dealing with a person that is masculine, but they are secure in their own energy and they outwardly express and show that healthy energy to their relationship, they help you to be able to balance that out. So with me being in my masculine and being in a toxic, negative masculine energy, we always clashed. And the reason why that happened is because in order to thrive a relationship, in order to build and help evolve a relationship, you and your partner have to know your roles, right? So with him, I had to understand that he was playing the masculine role, and I had to be in my feminine and also be secure and trusting my feminine energy. And I really did not trust the relationship enough to be in my feminine energy. The more I started realizing that this was not a fight, this was not a battle, I had to compete. Once I started realizing that my partner did not want to do those things, then it started making me want to feel more secure and more comfortable in my feminine energy. For example, when we have communication between me and my partner was extremely hard. Effective communication, I must say. Effective communication was really, really hard for us. And the number one thing that I had to learn how to do was to listen, to understand, and not try to listen, so I could be able to be the person to speak or waiting to be the next person to say my part, right? And that was something that I will always do. I would be like, okay, I need him to hurry up and say what he has to say so I could be able to say what I gotta say. And a lot of people don't realize that they do that in the relationship. And when you are communicating with another person, in order to have effective communication, you need to listen, to understand, so that you can be able to respond effectively. And once I started realizing that, once I would listen to him and understand that he was just only trying to explain, ways to help the relationship, ways to protect the relationship, instead of looking at it as he wants to control me, he wants to control the relationship. He only wants to be heard, and he doesn't want to listen to my feelings, right? It's not necessarily about that when you're dealing with a masculine man. When you're dealing with a masculine man, a feminine woman has to let her man be in his masculine energy. And the more you do that, the more you see that you're very protected. The more that you see that you can trust this person. The more you can see that he is extremely supportive. The more you see that, okay, I feel more secure. I feel more comfortable. Once you start to see that and not be combative in that, it's such an easy life. It is such a very peaceful, easy life. Me and my partner, it took us about 1.5 years to get to where we are now. And I must say that we are definitely in a better state, in a better mindset, and more like we're evolving this relationship more and more each day. And communication is so much clearer. Communication is very, it's very clear. I can understand what he's saying. I can relate to a lot of things he say. I'm not cutting him off. He's not cutting me off. We're not trying to compete to be heard. We're both listening to understand and then speak. And things have been so much better. A lot of women feel like they have to compete with masculine energy. And the problem with that is it's all out of fear. It's a fear-based mentality. What I mean by fear-based mentality is the fact that a lot of women psychologically don't understand that they're feeling like, if I let my guard down to this masculine, if I make him feel like it's okay for him to take the lead, then I'm somewhat weak. And that is furthest from, that is furthest from the issue. That is furthest from what this feminine energy truly is. Feminine energy is the strongest energy you can ever have. It's the strongest. It is what can tame the beast. You ever seen those memes? You ever see those pictures where they have, okay, prime example, I just thought about something. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast, if you are a person that has been into classic Disney movies, and Beauty and the Beast was one of my favorite movies of all times, right? And you see how Belle was always in her feminine energy. You can be in your feminine energy and be direct. You can be in your feminine energy and be confident. You can be in your feminine energy and know your value. You can be in your feminine energy and still stand out, right? And speak your mind. You can be in your feminine energy and do that. However, the way you do it, like not being disrespectful, being assertive, not being demanding, not being aggressive. You can be soft and firm at the same time. And if you think about how Belle was to the Beast, even though he had his little nasty ways and, any of those, she never disrespected him. She told him how she felt. She still gave him, a chance. She still showed up. She still was attentive. She still did those things that were on the softer side that made him now feel like, okay, I could trust Belle. I could be able to tame the beast. I don't have to be so aggressive. I don't have to be so defensive, right? But the more and more you match your masculine with masculine, it's only gonna put fuel to the fire even more, right? So, I mean, it's a lot of information, but this is just my insight on it to open up that conversation that we're going to be having, you know, each week. And we'll be talking about this topic for a while, because I feel like in society, a lot of people have the game messed up, you know, when it comes to masculine and feminine energy. Also, I wanted to say that it is okay for a woman to want to be in her masculine, but if you want to be masculine, then you're going to need a feminine male. You're going to need a beta type of male. You're not going to want a masculine if you're representing masculine energy. Now, and then the same vice versa for a male to a female. If a male wants to be feminine, he's going to want a masculine female, or he's going to want a masculine partner. So that's how it works. But in order for a relationship dynamic is not really going to work with two masculine energies or two feminine energies, right? You're going to want your yin and yang, even though you have it within you already. Which one do you exert? Which one do you put out there more? If you show off more alpha, more masculine, then you're going to want a feminine to balance that out, right? You're going to want a feminine energy to balance that out. So this is what I have for you right now. We'll talk more about this topic later on at a later time, but I just wanted to kind of put this out there as an introduction to my journey so far, and, you know, the steps that I'm taking and still doing that's evolving even more in my union with my spouse. And, you know, I want to know, you know, how you guys feel about it. Just let me know in the comments of how you feel about masculine and feminine energy, and we'll talk. All right, so I hope everybody have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.